If you're looking for a movie night and don't know what to pick, Netflix has plenty of amazing options. From action-packed blockbusters to emotional dramas and mind-bending thrillers, the platform has something for every mood. Over the years, Netflix has become home to not just big Hollywood hits, but also powerful originals that grabbed attention worldwide. In this list of the top 10 best movies on Netflix, we'll go through films that stand out for their stories, performances, and impact.
Bored now. Why did you? We could have.
我原来以为家在身后，现在才知道。
Our number 10 countdown is The Wandering Earth. This is a Chinese science fiction movie from 2019. It is set in the future when the sun is dying and Earth cannot survive. To save humanity, people build giant engines to slowly push the whole planet out of the solar system. The story follows a young man, his sister, their grandfather, and his father who is an astronaut. While Earth is moving, many problems come up. Some engines stop working, natural disasters strike, and the planet nearly crashes into Jupiter. The characters must work together and make tough choices to keep Earth safe. The movie became very popular in China and around the world because of its big visuals, like frozen cities and huge space scenes. But it is also about family, sacrifice, and how people come together in hard times. Our number 9 countdown is Army of Thieves. This is a Netflix heist movie released in 2021. It's actually a prequel to Army of the Dead. Instead of zombies, this film focuses on safecracking and robbery. The story follows Sebastian, a shy bank teller with a passion for cracking safes. He gets invited by a mysterious woman into a team of thieves who want to break into four legendary safes across Europe. Each safe is more difficult than the last, and Sebastian's skill is the key to success. While the world is distracted by early reports of a zombie outbreak in America, this group carries out their robberies. Along the way, there's comedy, action, and a little romance, with Sebastian slowly gaining confidence and finding his place in the world. Our number 8 countdown is Alpha. This is an adventure movie from 2018 set in the Ice Age, around 20,000 years ago. It tells the story of a young hunter named Keita who gets injured and separated from his tribe during a hunt. Left alone in the wild, he struggles to survive in the freezing and dangerous environment. During his journey, Keita comes across a wounded wolf. At first, the two are enemies, but slowly they begin to trust each other. He cares for the wolf, and in return, the wolf helps him hunt and stay safe. Their bond grows stronger, and together they fight against nature, wild animals, and harsh weather to make it back home. The movie is not just about survival, but also about friendship and the connection between humans and animals. It imagines how the first bond between man and dog may have started.
From the sun, let's give her some.
Our number 7 countdown is Blood Red Sky. This is a Netflix action horror movie from 2021. It's about a mother and her young son who are on an overnight flight from Europe to New York. Things take a dark turn when a group of terrorists hijack the plane. But the twist is, the mother, Nadia, is hiding a secret. She's a vampire. She has been trying to control her condition and live a normal life. But to protect her son and the passengers, she's forced to unleash her powers. The movie then becomes a mix of a tense hijacking thriller and a vampire survival story. There's lots of action inside the plane, with Nadia fighting off both the hijackers and her growing bloodlust. At the center of it all is her love for her son and how far she will go to keep him safe.
Let him see what happens.
I thought we were like Batman and Robin.
Our number 6 countdown is Project Power. This is a Netflix sci-fi action movie released in 2020. The story is set in New Orleans, where a new drug starts spreading through the streets. This pill is special. It gives people superpowers for 5 minutes. The catch is, you never know what power you'll get. Some turn invisible, Some become bulletproof, but for others, it can be deadly. The movie follows three main characters. Art, a former soldier searching for his kidnapped daughter. Frank, a local cop who secretly uses the pill to fight crime. And Robin, a teenage dealer who dreams of becoming a rapper. Their paths cross as they try to stop the people behind the drug and uncover the truth about where it came from. The film mixes superhero-style action with a crime thriller vibe. It shows big power battles in the streets, but also tells a story about corruption, survival, and how far people will go for family.
There's going to be consequences.
Our number 5 countdown is Project Power. This is a Netflix sci-fi action movie released in 2020. The Carry On is a Netflix thriller movie released in 2023. The story takes place at an airport during Christmas. A young TSA officer named Ethan is working his regular shift when a mysterious man hands him a bag and threatens him. The stranger tells Ethan that if he doesn't let this dangerous bag pass through security, his family will be in danger. This puts Ethan in a tough situation. He knows the bag could have something deadly inside, but he's also scared for his loved ones. As the story unfolds, he's pulled deeper into a high-stakes game of lies, choices, and danger. The movie is filled with tension because most of it happens inside the airport, where every decision matters. It's not about big explosions or nonstop action, but more about suspense and the pressure of being trapped in a no-win situation. With Taron Egerton playing the lead role, Carry On is a tight, edge-of-your-seat thriller that asks how far someone would go when their family's life is at risk.
People getting hurt now.
Our number 4 countdown is Project Power. This is a Netflix sci-fi action movie released in 2020. The Rebel Ridge is a Netflix action thriller released in 2024. The movie follows Terry Richmond, a former Marine, who comes to a small Louisiana town to bail out his cousin. But things go wrong when corrupt police officers seize his money, claiming it's linked to crime, even though he hasn't done anything illegal. From there, Terry is pushed into a fight he didn't want. He uses his military training and calm nature to stand up against the crooked system. Along the way, he finds an ally in Summer McBride, a court clerk who secretly helps him. Together, they try to expose the deep corruption in the town. The movie mixes tense, slow-building drama with sudden bursts of action. It's not nonstop fighting. It builds suspense, then hits hard when it needs to. More than just an action film, it also highlights a real issue, civil asset forfeiture, where police can take people's property without proper charges. Aaron Pierre plays Terry, and his performance got a lot of praise. Critics called the film gripping, thoughtful, and one of Netflix's stronger thrillers. Our number 3 countdown is The Northman. This is a dark Viking revenge movie that came out in 2022. It's directed by Robert Eggers, known for The Lighthouse and The Witch, and it's both brutal and artistic. The story follows Amleth, a young prince whose father, the king, is betrayed and murdered by his own brother. Amleth barely escapes, but he grows up with one goal burned into his mind. I will avenge you, father. I will save you, mother. I will kill you, Fjolnir. Years later, Amleth returns as a strong warrior. He disguises himself as a slave to get close to Fjolnir, the uncle who stole his crown. Along the way, he meets Olga, a woman who becomes both his ally and his love. The film shows his journey of rage, fate, and destiny, with violent battles, Viking rituals, and mystical visions guiding his path. The movie mixes raw action, like sword fights, raids, and intense duels, with strange dreamlike moments that feel mythical. It's inspired by the legend that also gave us Shakespeare's Hamlet, so it feels like part history, part legend.
Now. Why did you? We could have.
Our number 2 countdown is Train to Busan. This is a South Korean action horror movie from 2016. The story begins with a father, Suk-woo, who is busy with work and doesn't spend much time with his young daughter, Suin. On her birthday, He agrees to take her by train from Seoul to Busan so she can see her mother. But during the journey, a zombie outbreak suddenly spreads across South Korea. One infected person gets on the train, and soon chaos breaks out inside the moving cars. Passengers are trapped, and the infection spreads quickly. Suk-woo, his daughter, and a small group of survivors must fight their way through the train while trying to stay alive. What makes the movie powerful is not just the zombie action, but the human side. It shows fear, selfishness, sacrifice, and also kindness among strangers. Suk-woo slowly changes from a selfish man into a father willing to risk everything for his daughter. Our number one countdown is 1917. This is a World War I movie released in 2019, directed by Sam Mendes. It's known for being filmed to look like one continuous shot, which makes the whole story feel very real and intense. The movie follows two young British soldiers, Schofield and Blake. They are given a dangerous mission: carry a message across enemy territory to stop an attack that would lead to the deaths of 1,600 soldiers, including Blake's own brother. As they travel through the war zone, they face trenches, bombed-out villages, snipers, collapsing bunkers, and all the horrors of the battlefield. The camera never cuts away, so you feel like you are walking right alongside them. The film is about bravery, sacrifice, and the heavy cost of war. It's not just about action, but also about endurance and human spirit in impossible situations. With powerful visuals, emotional moments, and great performances, 1917 became one of the most praised war films of recent years and won several awards, including Oscars for cinematography, sound, and visual effects.